Okay, so a lot of people have asked me how I do this, and everything has to do with the file and how your arm is positioned. So you want to be able to hear that you can tell when a file is not cutting. You can tell. And you want to get all the imperfections out of the chain. I don't know if I can get close enough there, but see, if you have like divots and dents in that tooth in the chain, listen to me. I almost think I was a greenhorn. You want to get all the imperfections out of that tooth. And a good sawyer can sharpen a chain in, I don't know, a couple minutes. I had one of my workers about 2 weeks ago. Man, he spent 45 minutes on that chain, and that thing was just as dull as when he started. You know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to, yes it does. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to sharpen a chain. It just takes a little bit of skill and attention. And I can get a saw stupid sharp. I have showed a lot of people how to sharpen, and I mean, it's really not. You just got to listen, and you got to clean out your file. You know, these are my white shorts, and my wife gets so mad at me when I do that, but you just got to listen to it. I got some better video gear coming, and I do have some. I actually have some better gear. I'm just by myself, and so a good idea to remember is when your rakers are shiny, that's time to take your rakers down. Okay, so what I do, and I'm not telling you to do this or by nothing, but what I do, okay, is every time I sharpen my tooth, sometimes I take my rakers down. But there's some people on here that follow me that know my saws, know that it is a cutting machine. So I've had some of my friends ask me to sharpen their saws for them if I'm on site, because I'm so good at it. And I don't mind sharpening my friends' saws because I know that they respect it and they take care of them. You know, and every once in a while they have a mishap, so that's okay. So I don't wear gloves sharpening a saw, and I try to always put my saw in a vise right here. This is my current setup. It's a 2017 Ford F-250. I won't do this ever again. My next truck will be a flatbed and some boxes on it, a fuel cell, and I definitely won't do this again. And I definitely, you know, I am really careful with that cover, and the thing's already falling apart. Like, I'm extremely disappointed. Now this Cargo Glide, they did not pay me to say this. This is the 1,000-pound version. This thing is awesome. Like, I would do it again maybe with like a camper top or something, you know, a truck cap, if I was to do a different setup. But my next setup's going to be a dually. and I'm gonna have boxes on the side. I'm gonna set it up because I still do a lot of climbing. I love climbing trees. That's my biggest fear someday is not being able to do it anymore. You know, do my knees hurt on Friday sometimes? Hell yeah. Do my legs get tired some days? Hell yeah. Do I get tired some days? Hell yeah. You know, I do want a track lift. Actually, we own a bucket truck, and I want to get rid of the bucket truck to buy a track lift. I just think it would be more convenient for me because where we put my bucket truck sometimes, I really needed a track lift, and I've somehow managed to get it in there. I want that in a Palfinger or a BIK boom. I want like something like 135 feet or 100, I don't know. You know, in order to make money, you got to spend money in order to, you know, but people keep saying we're going to have a recession, but then you hear, you know, there's no signs. I mean, you know, people are spending money like water, and the fact of the matter is, you know, for 2 years, people were sitting and doing nothing. I mean, the fuel crisis, you know, that thing we call President Joe Biden, he could do something about it if he truly wanted to take care. You know, we have all the solutions to having the cheapest gas in the United States, and we can do that. And that's the whole reason the Alaskan pipeline was formed, was to have the United States government told the Alaskan government, okay, the Alaskan Eskimos, that we would have $1.32 fuel, and we would have cheap gas, and so they told them that that's how they got the pipeline built, and they lied because we've never seen a drop of it. They ship it off to China or Japan or who else, but we don't see it. And you know, this president does not care. Okay, he does not care. Okay, he is a puppet in a big swamp, and he is being controlled by the other people running his show. Okay, and that's the truth. Okay, if he truly wanted to do something about the economy, and if he truly wanted to do something about the gas prices, then he can do it. Like 15 minutes into his presidency, he can't cancel the Keystone Pipeline. What a loser. Okay, what a loser. We were we were independent, fuel independency when under Trump. But because of that thing they call a president of the United States, Biden, we're more dependent on other people. We should worry about ourselves and not about people over anywhere else but us. Okay, because it's always us. You know, oh, we're gonna send them $800 million, dude. I don't want to send you nothing. I want to worry about our people. Okay, the people in America. That's what I want to worry about. And I don't care what anybody else has to say about it, because you know we have this thing called the First Amendment and the freedom of speech. And well, that's about what I'm going to get on politics. But you know, we're losing great companies because of fuel costs and trucking costs. You know what I mean? There's no reason for $5.50 diesel or $10 out in California. Okay, you know, California starts the problems. Okay, it always starts over in California and then spreads over here. And it's bullshit. It's real bullshit. So, listen, like and subscribe my videos, please. And let me know if you want to see a cutoff between the 500, the 462, the 461, and my 460. Because I want to show it. And listen, folks, Richard Flagg said it. Don't buy that synthetic oil mix. In fact, I don't even use steel orange bottle. Believe it or not, I use this Red Max. I get it at a case. It's cheaper than buying the steel orange bottle. And I mean, I'm going through about a case in a month and a half. So, I mean, I don't even use the orange stuff. And I know Richard watches my videos here, and he'll probably chime in on me and He might yell at me or something, but the only thing I use that synthetic for is to open up a trash bag. You know, it sits at the bottom of it. They sell you that stuff knowing that you're going to have to bring your saws in later on to repair them and work on them. I don't put none of that synthetic crap in my saws. That stuff is the worst case scenario for you. Okay, I'm telling you, don't use it. And listen to Richard, because Richard knows what he's talking about. He's come so far from when he started. I remember when he got into it, and him and I have, we've had some fun together building some saws. So I really want to buy another 500, and I want to take this 500, and I just want to go right through it. Man, I want to take so much out of it. Probably end up having to blow it up and rebuild it again. But I don't care, because that's my thing. I just love saws. I'm addicted to them. I am going to buy a couple Husqvarnas, though. I know Rich is going to fall over when he hears me say that. But I do want a 370, a 575, I think they call it, or 375 now, or something like that. Or anyways, and I do want that 340, 546 or something. I owned one before. Richard will probably chime up in here and correct me on what saw I had. I can't remember, but I do want another one. It's like, it was better than the 362. It was the same. It was like a 562 or 565. I had it with a full wrap handle. Man, that saw was bad. And I let my workers put the full wrap handle on, and they punctured a hole through my fuel tank because they put the wrong screw in the wrong spot. So that's what sucks about that. But I'm going to tell you, this is kind of a long video, but so I run the battery operated Stihl stuff, and I love Stihl, okay? But I also hate their BR series backpack blowers. And the Redmax 8550 or the 8010 Echo will outblow that 800 series all day long. You know, and Stihl guys argue with me at the Stihl shop that I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy, because I can prove it. I can back it up. I watched that 8010 push a cinder block. That's impressive. So I got 3 of those 8010s, and I got 5 of those 8550s. But I've been really thinking about the Husqvarna lately, and I know there's some mods I can do to the Husky, and there's some mufflers I can get for it. So, and there's some foam filters I can get for them and stuff like that. So nothing I own in my own saw collection is stock. I have a 2511 that's been extremely modified. I have, I don't believe in a stock saw. That's why when battery saws come out, boy, I hope I'm retired. But with that being said, that Husqvarna battery operated saw, man, Husqvarna's got it going on when it comes to that battery operated saw. That top handled battery operated saw is badass. Stihl can't even touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. Not yet. Okay? And that's not to say that they won't come, you know what I mean, up on their game soon. But as of right now, no way. Stihl doesn't have a chance in the prayer. They got to come up on their game, because I tried their top handle battery saw, and to be honest, I did like about 15 to 20 cuts in it, and I was bored. I lowered it down and wanted I wanted my gas powered saw. So I've heard some rumor that they got a new top handle version coming out, and I heard some rumor that they got a couple other saws coming out, and I'm waiting to find out some more details to it. But as of right now, I'm still in the waiting factory. So that's my rant for my saws and my sharpening. If you want more of the sharpening part of it, I'll get somebody to hold my phone. Hit like and subscribe, and we will do a video on it so you get closer to the gullet. I'm not taking that away from you, Buck and Billy Ray. I totally believe in that. The gullet, that thing's got to be perfect. So he likes saws like I like saws. I used to have a McCulloch 1010, and you know what I'm saying. And but anyways, to all my tree climbing brothers out there, be safe.